Hello guys, I am Adil, a student of CSBS from Vishnu Institute of Technology, Bhimavaram. So without any delay, let us go to the topic. So today's topic is the closures in JavaScript. So what is closures in JavaScript? A closure is a function that remembers its lexical scope even when the function is executed outside of that scope. In simpler terms, closure allows a function to access variables from its outer function after the outer function has finished or executed. So I have already written an example for the closures of JavaScript. So let us run this code and check how it is executed. First, let me copy this and we may go to online compiler. Let me press here and run here. You see it's getting output as an I am from outer scope. The inner function in this outer function can be accessible to the variable outer variable here in the function. So yeah, that is the closures in JavaScript. So let me discuss, go to the another topic, that is callback functions. A callback function is a function that is passed as an argument to another function and is executed when operation completes or its takeaway to handle the asynchronous results by callbacking on function once the task is done. So let us see the example for this callback function I have written already here to explain these topics. Yeah, let me copy this and run here. So let me run this one. Yeah, you can see that data has been received. So the callback is starting when the it is the fetched. You can see in this example, you can see the callback is has been fetched the data first at constant data as a variable. After that, it has been executed. You can see that here data has been received as an output. So next, what is the topic? What is promise? Right, we can see promise. A promise is an object that represents an eventual completion of an asynchronous operation. It provides a clear and more structured way of handling asynchronous results and error in the callbacks. It has three states: 1. Pending, 2. Resolved, 3. Rejected. 1. Pending is a state which says that operation is still in progress, and 2. Resolved, it says that operation has been completed successfully. Third one, rejected, it says that operation has been failed. And promise uses us then and catch methods to find out the errors in the code. So let me see that example. Yeah, here you can see that there is no error here. So in this code, so has been checked for the errors here. Let me see. I think I have copied off code. Yeah, that's where the any output has been not came. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, let me run this code again. Yeah, yeah, you can see here again. It checks for the errors in catch method, and if there is no error in the code, it can run the code like data has been printed here, like console log. If any error is there in the code, the written code, then it will print the error in the catch method. It catches the method catches the error and prints the error in this code. I think there is in this code there is no error, so output has been clearly came. And next topic is async or await. Async and await are both built-in JavaScript keywords that provide a more readable and synchronous like. way of working with promises. They are syntactic sugar over promises and help avoiding chaining and then methods. Async is used to define a function that returns a promise, and await is used to pause the execution of the function until the promise is resolved. So let us see an example without any delay for this topic too. Yeah, you can see the output here, and it is set timeout is a function to use the await function. It awaits for the execution for 1000 milliseconds. That means equal to the 1 second. After the 1 second, this set timeout function will be executed, and async is a function that is used to uh, define the function and return the promises. So guys, I think you have understood the callback function, promise, and await or async functions. So let us go deep dive. And I wanted to implement a to-do list application through JavaScript classes. So guys, let the main objective of this code is uh, adding tasks, mark tasks as a completed, and view tasks in different categories. So let us take a look of the code. So first of all, I have to implement the codes, modules, and set up the modules in the code. So readline is a module that is built in Node.js and that allows the application to take input from the users through command line. And R1 is a interface for interacting with the users and command line. And I have taken the different types of functions for different tasks doing their jobs. And for example, if you see the parse function, date function is used for taking the input uh, from the users as a string and giving the output as the date object. For example, if the user can give date without date like today or tomorrow, or if the date like 2024 dash 12 dash or 15, it will take as a string and it will return that string as an object after adding the task. And like that, create to do list is a function that uses that initializes an empty task list and returns the several methods to display the task. And add a task. This is a function where user gives the input to add task or new task which has to be completed in the future or today or yesterday or everything. This is this will be completed as a task if initially or outputs as a confirming edit task additions and completed task complete task. This function marks the tasks as a completed or true to the recording it's completed. And if the task is index is invalid, it informs the user that uh, the task is invalid and that you have not given in the previous sessions to complete this task. And if the let us see the overdue task. This is the function where the user can know the overdue task, like the task has been not completed since previous days. This function returns a list of tasks that are overdue. That means not completed and due before the current date. That means the user has to complete these tasks as early as possible. And function due today. This function is used to remind the user to complete the task that today task. This means that user wants to complete those tasks today itself. We are informing the user to complete those tasks today itself. This function returns the list of tasks that are due today. That means these tasks are added today itself and completed to, today itself. And function due later. This function returns a list of tasks that are due in future. That means uh, that user can be added the task like if the user wants to do the task in future, like tomorrow, if I want to do a uh, task like doing homework or doing assignment, anything, he can add or he can add the task by that day or like tomorrow or by giving the date. That task will be showed later. These tasks are showed in due later. And to display list function, this function, if any user wants to see the tasks that he has been updated or added or removed or completed, this function is used to see all the tasks. Like if this function filters out the completed task and creates a simplified list of showing only the description and due dates and pending task. This and next function display task. This function is used to display all the tasks in the list along their status, completed or pending. This function displays all the tasks, whether it is completed or pending or overdue or anything. This just displays. And whereas the above function to display list this, displays whether the task has been completed or not. That's all. And next, constant to do list is a create to do list is a main function that is used to create a to-do list functions, right? And next function, interaction with user. Interact with user. This is the main function to interact with user. This allows the user to interact with the command prompt line, and this is a main and hardcore of the application. This is the one which allows the user to give input and take input from the user and mark add the task from the users and remove the task and complete the task. It asks the users to choose an option from the menu and like add task or mark the task as completed or view task, etc., etc. Based on the user choices, it performs actions such as adding a task, completing a task, or removing a task, or displaying the task. So, without a delay, let's run this code and know what is the output for this code. Right. Let me run this. Yes. Yeah, you can see the code output is asking add a task or mark a task as complete or view all tasks and view overdues. So let me add a new task now. So like task is bringing a milk packet. So like this, and I want to do it today itself. So I just enter the today date, and it says task added milk you 1412 and today's date is coming. And if I want to complete the mark has completed the task. So let us see this. I entered 2 to mark complete the task. So it is asking the task number or mark description about it. I will enter milk and enter, and task not found. Why? Let me see that again. I think any simple mistake I have done here. Let me see again. Sorry, right. 2. Okay. Okay. Let me see tasks. Yeah, you can see this. All tasks are milk and due to on pending this. And this task cannot be marked as complete now itself because we just added this task. It calculates the time limit too. So if you are, let me see if there are no overdue tasks because I have just run this now. And so let us, this is the output for the code. I think yeah, I hope all of you have just understood the code. How did I write functions and how the functions returns the problem statements and why the functions are used. Thank you.